And good morning, America. A lot of news from the president in Poland this morning.
That's right. He just wrapped up a press conference where he still refused to clearly call out Russia for meddling in our election, saying, quote, nobody really knows for sure. And in minutes, the president's set to give what the White House is calling a major speech at the memorial of the Warsaw Uprising against Nazi Germany during World War II. All this ahead of the G20 summit in Germany tomorrow, where the North Korean nuclear threat will be high on the agenda. And of course, the president will sit down for his first face-to-face meeting with Vladimir Putin. ABC senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega in Warsaw with the president. She starts us off. Good morning, Cecilia.
Hi, George. Good morning to you. The Polish people, many of them here, were looking to see whether President Trump would take aim at Vladimir Putin during the speech today. And he did, directly over Ukraine, over Syria, calling on Moscow to join the community of responsible nations.
Just a day before their high-stakes meeting, President Trump in Poland delivering a message to Vladimir Putin.
The West is also confronted by the powers that seek to test our will to meet new forms of aggression, including propaganda, financial crimes, and cyber warfare. We urge Russia to cease its destabilizing activities in Ukraine and elsewhere, and to instead join the community of responsible nations in our fight against common enemies.
But in a press conference before that speech, a different tone, the president hedging when asked if he believes Russia interfered in the election.
Well, I think it was Russia, and I think it could have been other people in other countries. Could have been a lot of people interfered. And I won't be specific, but I think a lot of people interfere. I think it's been happening for a long time. It's been happening for many, many years.
He went on to compare the intelligence on Russia's hacking to the reports of weapons of mass destruction in the lead up to the Iraq war.
I remember when I was sitting back listening about Iraq, weapons of mass destruction, how everybody was 100% sure that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction. Guess what? That led to one big mess. They were wrong, and it led to a mess. So it was Russia, and I think it was probably others also.
U.S. intelligence agencies, however, have not hedged, concluding that Russia meddled in the 2016 election with the hopes of giving President Trump a boost. And today, President Trump again turned the attack on his predecessor.
He did nothing about it. Why did he do nothing about it? He was told it was Russia by the CIA, as I understand it. It was well reported, and he did nothing about it. They say he choked.
Now it's all eyes on tomorrow's meeting. Sources tell ABC News the president is not likely to confront Putin about election meddling. One senior administration official says the whole thing could be a waste of time and, quote, a loser of a topic. But President Trump has been preparing. His national security team prepping briefing books about U.S.-Russia relations, even though the president notoriously hates them and prefers charts and graphs instead.
And something else we know, the president loves a good crowd size, and he certainly has one here today. This square is packed full of Polish supporters. The president enjoys pretty significant popularity here in this country compared to elsewhere in Europe, George, especially compared to the protests that he is expected to face when he lands in Germany later this afternoon.
And Cecilia, also at the press conference this morning, the president, of course, asked about that now infamous weekend tweet where he body slammed CNN.
Yeah, that CNN tweet that drew fierce backlash. He said that he seemed to say that CNN took that tweet too seriously, and then he went on to bash the network, George. And of course, he did this while standing alongside the Polish president, who himself has cracked down on press freedoms right here in this country, George.
Yeah, they were echoing each other there. Okay, Cecilia Vega, thanks very much.